Put your hands together for Cheetah Maneater Figueroa!
Now we have full guard with the onslaught of offense. And those body kicks have to have been registering.
If you had to cheat on me with one guy in the world, who would it be? You had to cheat.
I'm not a cheater.
Why the fuck you lying?
If you had to cheat.
I'm not a cheater.
If you had to, or else I died, who would it be?
Your dad.
She belongs to the streets.
So I'm in my car. I'm about to go home. The date didn't happen. He texted me. And it was a joke.
We both have the same type of man. Like, we like a nasty f***er.
We like a criminal.
I don't need a man.
We're gonna talk about cheating and how to get away with it.
He had no intention on showing up.
Okay, for all of my girlies who are considering their first hook phase, do it.
Do not date a woman for 3 months. Her.
So when you go hook up, you need to see it as sex and you're out. Sex and you're out.
And then ghost her for 4 days and dump her and then tell her it's just because you don't have romantic feelings for her.
I was always so curious, what it would be like to really get beaten by someone in a sexual way.
I spent 2 hours getting ready. I drove 25 minutes to get here.
Girl, you don't need no f***ing man.
I do not need a man. I can finance myself, I can myself, and I can feed myself.
Like, I'm a single mom and I work from home. I'm trying to find a person, and I said, like, I have a lot of hobbies, I have a lot of friends, but like right now I'm going through a really difficult time.
I may end up 35 and single, so what?
Seeing my grandparents holding my cousin's kids and how happy they look, and I'm not gonna get to see that, witness that, experience that love.
Like, I'm never good enough.
The problem with narcissistic, attractive men,
I've been speaking a lot about how awful men treat women.
I've met so many narcissistic boys.
Here to prove that men are absolute
It's not at all what it used to be. Like, first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby and the baby carriage. No. It is first comes sex, then comes ghosting, then comes emotional trauma and trust issues.
I don't know how to let somebody go to my life, so I just don't entertain anybody.
And in my experience, I began to feel just disrespected by every single guy that I ever slept with. I always would feel like as soon as I, gave it up to a guy, I would just be like trashed to the side. Like, I was like disposable, and it was really affecting my mental health and like making my self-confidence a lot worse.
Life is just really lonely. Just another holiday I'm by myself.
I ended up hooking up with him on the beach. I'm realizing that's a public place, but later that evening I went to a party and I ended up hooking up with 2 other people. Judge me if you want, no regrets.
Rotational dating in my life means that instead of me having one partner, I currently have 5 mini partners.
It's see you later season, on to the next, because there are men literally everywhere.
There's 3 major reasons why monogamy is bullshit.
I cannot tell you the last time I was asked out on an actual normal date.
Your experiences are mostly what? Guys just saying, hey, come over?
Yeah, that shit, yeah.
The intent to only use you for their sexual needs, it's very empty. It makes me feel worthless and like I have nothing else to offer anybody.
And then just drops you like you're absolutely nothing. That truly does break your spirit.
And then when they find out I'm a real person with real feelings, they're like, oh no, I just wanted a sex doll that I could discard whenever I wanted. And I'm like, how the do you think that makes me feel?
The last 4.5 years, I've been on hundreds of dates. I would go on 5, 6, 7 dates a week.
I would much rather be alone than deal with some half-ass shit from a man.
That's why I see the point in some women participating in hookup culture. I would not want to waste my time going on all these dates if really my end goal here is just to have sex.
If they become your everything and you want them to be your everything, then you have it twisted.
Because hookup culture benefits guys more than it will ever benefit girls. Guys mainly just want sex. They rarely want commitment, but will do practically anything to get laid.
Hookup culture has become very toxic.
But nowadays, there's no courting, there's no getting to know one another. All people want to do nowadays is meet up and...
I'm not good with like hookups because I'm like, I want to cuddle and like know about your day. And then they just look at me crazy. So then I look stupid, then I feel stupid, and then I feel shit because they just want to.
But wait, there's more.
Be a bitch, honey. Be that bitch. Be a boss.
Let's talk about being single. Nobody ever wants to talk about how hard it can be and how isolating it can feel. You watch everybody go have babies and get in relationships, and you just feel like you're stuck here alone.
You know, meet up with a new woman every night, potentially. And I think the problem with that is that it does encourage bad behaviour from those men. Really rude, really explicit from the get-go, asking for nudes straight away. It's a small minority of men who get pretty much all of the matches.
Women are waking up, but it might be a little bit too late for them. Like she says, only a small percentage of guys are getting the vast majority of the women and matches on dating apps. They're getting all the sex, those top tier dudes. But here's the thing, these women think they're all special. This is why women date are crossing up, men date are crossing down. They think that I'm just gonna show up, put on makeup and give him sex, and he's gonna commit to me. That top tier dude, I deserve him. But what happens when that top tier dude has a ton of options? Then he can sleep with this girl, he can sleep with that girl. He doesn't have to commit to her. Men control commitment in marriage and when relationships happen. Women control when sex happens. This is why you see all these chicks on dating apps and social media crying and frustrated on TikTok because they can't get that top tier guy to commit. There's a whole bunch of dudes who are average looking just like them who they can get commitment from, but these women are like, man, I'm too good for that dude. I want to shoot for the stars. I got to have a famous guy. I got to have a guy who has money, looks, and status, and is able to give me a family and a lifestyle that I want. But these women are being left in the dust, and they're wondering, man, where are all these good guys? Well, you're looking over them. You don't even realize that they're there. They're invisible. Only thing you see is that dude who has all these different things going for himself. But guess what? That dude has to pick him, so he doesn't have to pick you, and he doesn't have to settle down.
Did the last guy that you sleep with on the first date have to take you out to dinner?
No.
You didn't have to. Okay.
You're gonna roast me for this, but I'm gonna take the loyal man. You know why?
50K per year?
You know
Regular
why?
guy, 5'8"?
Because you know why?
Because you're 34?
Behind every...
Gotcha, bitch!
Oh, it looks, the ankle instead. Looks like she might have had a piece of it, but it's gone now. Now we have full guard. Has to push him off, kick him off, do something. Shane wants no part of that. He says, get up, let's go. Got to keep her hands up. Solid striking by Shane. Yeah, maybe a bit of a mismatch on the striking, but Shane comes in with an arsenal. Solid striking from the south. Gita hangs in there with some head movement, rolling with the punches, but she definitely needs to return. Return fire with that kick to the midsection. But Shane Mastrana just won't let off. He keeps on with the onslaught of offense. Solid body kicks, man. And those body kicks have to have been registering. Her stomach is red at this point. Circle out of that cage. Oh! And that is all over. Shane Mastrana with the big right hook to end this fight in the first round.